everybody. This is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J.
Yes, and we are here in the Big Apple, New York City.
We are a couple of pissed off fans, right?
Yes, sir. Came back in town to get another crack at these wide loads. Faced them earlier in the season. We beat them barely, right, Pete? Like 3-2?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we faced off against these same wide loads in game 15 of the season, and we beat them, 3-2. We beat Rounder, their pitcher.
Well, today, basically the same team almost. The latest change came just recently. Since their last game, Whopper Batsman came in. Who is it? Like a Digafordo, right? Digafordo, or was no
Fungo Akuro, mouthing off to the coaches, and they parted ways with Mr. Akuro, and like I said, brought in Whopper Batsman. They got a huge boost in power, Tom, at the plate. So, Whopper Batsman, a much better power hitter, but you lose a lot of contact. Fungo Akuro hitting with an 84 contact. Whopper Batsman, when he hits hard, but he doesn't hit very often. He's only an 18.
Yeah.
So
the aptly named. I think we faced. I think we played against him he was on the Arctics this season, up until like yesterday. So this will be his first game with the wide loads, and so no stats to this team. We'd be excited to play here in New York. See what we can do. At 31 years of age, he's making $1.8 million. Like you said, all of his other stats are respectable, especially that power. And I think he's listed for second base, but I think he's starting tonight. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see. Well, instead of guessing, let's just find out. But first,
let's do that.
We'll tell you about that last game. Oh my gosh, that was awful. So it was the Sirloins who got the ball rolling, no pun intended, jumping out in front in the bottom of the first with a line drive outfield single by Smash Willow to bring in a runner and get the game going. Then they continued the drive then when Cat Stanza grounds out to second for the first out, but bringing in Rillo from third, and it was 2-0 Sirloins. It wasn't until the bottom of the fifth that they got their next run, this time from Madoka Hayata, who drills it into the middle deck in right center. Luckily, it was only a solo home run, but it was enough. And it was then a 3-0 St. Louis lead. Tearing it open, we tried to fight back, but then it wasn't until the bottom of the seventh when the sensational rookie Allie Clark steps up and drives the first pitch past the mound into center field, and the score rests at 4-0 Sirloins. And the damage is finally done when Steve Monstour comes up in the top of the ninth and lays a weak grounder to third base, where it's picked up and thrown to first, and the Beewolves lose their fifth in 6 games, Pete. Their third shutout loss in 4.
Yeah, it's been a rough start to the second half ever since we hit the midpoint. It almost seems like a step backwards. Like we had mentioned earlier, the Beewolves started the season 0-4 before they finally got in the win column, so to speak. And like I say, they started off with the same kind of bad situation here in the second half. So they need to right the ship. We've said it all throughout the season. You don't want to be playing your best baseball at the beginning of the season. You want to play it toward the end, and it seems like the Beewolves are having a hard time finding their best baseball.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't win them all. You lose some, but getting blanked 3 out of 4, that's just not showing up.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing that hurts the most. I mean, you can look
games.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing too. I mean, any way you look at it, it's just horrible for the Beewolves. You get shut out 3 games and those 3 games are divisional opponents. That's horrible.
Yeah. Well, we got a lot of other games to tell you about too. We got a dozen. So why don't we start off by telling them about the Crocodons at the Arctics. Pete, you want to go with that one?
Sure. Crocodons travel to Tacoma, take on the Arctics. Arctics win that one 8-0.
Hot Corners in Philadelphia playing the Freedom. Hot Corners jump out first, but the Freedom win it 6-5.
The Burners travel to Oakland for the Outlaws. It's a back-and-forth battle, but the Burners win it in 15, 4-3.
Warblers of the Jacks in Houston, and the Jacks win at 3-5.
The Platypi come to Arizona to take on the Gold Coats. It's Platypi 4, Gold Coats 3. Sorry.
Overdogs of the Nemesis in Hawaii, and it's back and forth. The Nemesis ended up winning at 6-4. Comeback.
Grapplers and the Buzzards, and the Colorado Buzzards out, and they take it 5-1.
Blowfish all the way in Florida at the Water Bullets, and it's all Blowfish, 5-1. Wow.
Heaters taking on the Sawteeth, and the Heaters jump out to an early lead and hold on to win 10-1.
Crush them. The Moose go visit the Wild Pigs in New York here, and the Wild Pigs win 3-0.
The Moonstars take on the Front Runners, and the Moonstars are out early, and they hold on to win 8-1.
And the Arctics go out to visit the Freebooters in Fort Lauderdale, and it's all Freebooters, 7-3.
All right, Freebooters making their way back.
Yeah, so the New York fans hoping for both their teams to win. Let's hope we can stop that. In the Pioneer Conference, Pathfinder Division, what's it look like?
The Crocodons and the Blowfish currently sit atop the Pathfinder Division with records of 18-10. Behind them, the Moose in second place with a record of 15-14 find themselves 3.5 games back.
And as mentioned before, the Untitled Division, those New York Wild Pigs are tied for the best record in the league at 19-10. They're the plus 50 run differential. Wow. And they are 1.5 games ahead of both the Platypi and the Outlaws.
And then down there in the Journey Division, the Grapplers sit atop the Journey Division with a record of 15-14. They hold a tenuous half-game lead over the second-place Arizona Sandcats, who are sitting in with a record of 500, 14-14, Tommy.
Go Kitties. Explorer Conference, Seafarer Division. Right now, the Detroit Heaters, who I think we're going to play next, they lead that division at 14-15, a losing record. 14-15, and they're in first place by half game out ahead of the Houston Jacks, who are 13-15.
You know, if you could figure it out, Tommy, you'd be able to put money on it. But last year, the Seafarer Division tore it up, and this year they all seem to be struggling.
Yeah.
Down in our very own trade division, the Sirloins, with a record of 18-10, hold a half-game lead over the Water Bullets, who are sitting with a record of 18-11. Our very own Phoenix Beewolves, we are 16-12. We have dropped to 2 games behind the number one Sirloins.
There's only one team with a losing record in our division, on the other hand, the Nemesis. And finishing things off, Curiosity Division, the San Diego Moonstars, they're that other team that has tied for the best record. They're 19-10 with a plus 46 run differential. They are 6 full games ahead of the Sawteeth, who are 13-16.
That would mean the Wild Pigs are probably the best team in the league, right? 19-10 with a plus 50 run differential.
True. Yeah. You can see the wide loads down there on the bottom, at 11-17, but still not a terrible record. I mean, as you say, they can cause damage if we're not careful. And here we are, regular season game number 29 of 44. It's the Beewolves 16-12 against the 11-17 wide loads, extreme power hitters with fair defense and bullpen. We're going to be starting our star, Hurley Bender, the right-hander, who is a little bit tense after his last showing, but he's hoping to turn things around today at Apple Field. He throws even tense. He throws it harder than most. He's got real good junk, and he's really accurate. He's got a 2-3 record, so he's wanting to tie that up at 3 apiece. His ERA is at 4.85, and he's got a 1.41 whip at this point.
That's right, and backing him up will be Alora Franco at first base with excellent power and very good connectivity and very good speed on the base pass. She's hitting 345 with 6 home runs. Hanley Dexteris, the shortstop, with better than average power. Excellent connectivity and excellent speed on the base pass. He's hitting 333 with 8 home runs. And Steve Monstour, the catcher, who's got good power and about average ability to connect and average speed on the base pass, he's hitting 299 with 4 home runs. And let's hope the Beewolves can find some offense today. That's really the key. We've had pitchers go out and look pretty good, but wind up wearing down just because they get no run support.
Yeah. We have to change that. It has to change today. They're going to be going against the starting pitcher, the star pitcher for the Wild Loads. Their right-hander, Pro Pierce. Pro doesn't throw the ball too hard, but he puts crazy movement on it, and he's pretty accurate. Although his record's 0-2 on this season, so he's only got two called matches. His ERA is a 5.79, and he's a 1.82 whip.
Yeah, and he's got the on-fire Hack Liner playing third base behind him, and he's got amazing power, amazing ability to connect, and better than average speed. He's hitting 304 with 12 home runs, and I got to believe that puts him at the top of the list somewhere, Tommy.
Yeah, it's got to.
12 home runs. And then you got the tense Hicks, who plays first base. He's got very good power and excellent ability to connect. He's got less than average speed, though, on the base pass. And again, because he's tense, he's underperforming his career stats. He's hitting 230 right now with 3 home runs. And then Chimo Gaspar, the shortstop, And he's got very good power. He's got about average ability to connect, average speed on the base paths. He's in 296 with 8 home runs.
Ooh.
Those are the wide lows, extreme power hitters.
Well, that's going to bring us to the lineup from the assistant coach. Looks like this, no surprise, Hanley Dexter's will bat first and play shortstop. Billy LeBoink will follow him in right field, and he'll bat second. Batting third, Buster Biggs in left field, who's no longer tense. So welcome back, Buster Biggs, who's looking forward to proving himself here. Laura Franco's going to bat cleanup, as she often does, and she'll play first base. Batting fifth and catching behind the plate, Steve Monstour, old reliable. Steve is moving up on his power recently, so that's a good. Gina Torrens will bat sixth and play second base. Right behind her, Bertha Banks bats seven and third. Bertha from the area. Magic Mora is going to be in center field and batting eighth, and then batting ninth is going to be Hurley Bender, who's a little bit tense now, but again, he's going to hopefully turn that around. And Hurley throws the forefinger, the two finger, the cut finger, the curveball, and the slider. It's hard to remember all those pitches.
And if you're not careful, the middle finger. They'll throw that at you, too.
Beautiful day.
Yes, sir. As my partner would pronounce it.
Where it all started for us.
That's right. Coming up,
freebooters.
the wide loads are going to look like this. Something a little like this. A little low-cut number. Locos in right field. Danga at first base. Hobbs in center field. Liner at third base. Gaspar shortstop. Prize catching. Friedman at second base. Bergman in left field. And Pro Pierce pitching. As the wide loads take the field, I'll let you know. Billy LeBoink, Buster Biggs going to face off against Pierce here in the top of the first. Pro Pierce with that 5.79 ERA taking the bump for the wide loads.
Let's get this offense started quick.
Yes. Umpire calls play ball.
And here comes the first pitch by Pro Pierce, and it's a strike. A little high to Hanley Dexter's own count. Sounds outside ball one. Hanley's hitting .333 on the season with 8 home runs of his own. Ooh, hit hard, but it's high into center field. That's going to be caught by Wade Hobbs for the first out.
Yes, sir. Billy LeBoink, the right fielder, steps in. He's neutral and fit, favors the high pitch. He's hitting .394 with 2 home runs, 21 RBIs. First pitch is outside ball one. That's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out to LeBoink. There's a smash. That's going to get to Gaspar in short. He'll pick it up, double pump. Make the throw to Donga for the second out. 2 down. Base is empty.
Yeah, that's a little familiar there. But here comes Buster Biggs hitting .320. Still a good batting average. 4 home runs in the season, 17 RBIs. That one curves in to make outside corner. 0-1 the count to Buster Biggs. Hard in center field going straight into the glove of Wade Hobbs. 1-2-3.
Yeah, this is very similar to what we've seen from the Beewolf offense. No runs, no hits, no errors on top of the first. Ellis Locos, Masha Donga, and Wade Hobbs going to take the plate for the wide loads. Hurley Bender taking the bump for the Beewolves with a 4.85 ERA. Ellis Loco, the right fielder, is neutral and fit. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. He's hitting .205 on the season. No home runs, but 7 RBIs. That one's fouled off. Out of play. That one's outside. So the count is evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ellis Locos. There's a roller to Alora Franco. Will pick it up. Step at first. 1 down. Ellis Locos grounds out to the first baseman. Masha Danga, the shortstop. 222. No, Masha Danga is playing first base. She's hitting .222 with 2 home runs. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Hurley Bender with a big sneeze, wipes his nose, wipes that right on the ball. So no balls, 1 strike. That one's so slippery, you couldn't handle it. It was outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty for Donka. That's popped into right field, and that's going, and that's gone. And Donga's first plate appearance equates to the wide load's first run of the game. 373 from Masha Donga, her 3rd home run and 6th RBI of the season. And just like that, the wide loads are up 1-0. Wade Hobbs, the center fielder's neutral and fit. He's a utility player hitting .239 with a home run, 6 RBIs. Hobbs can go deep. That's in there for a called strike. Strike one. You don't want to make a mistake to Hobbs. He'll ride it out of here on a rail. That one's in there with a swing and a miss. So now Hobbs finds himself in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Fouled off into the dugout along the first baseline. No balls, 2 strikes. That's popped up, foul. A lot of play along the first base. Hobbs hanging in against Hurley Bender.
No, inside.
Allen's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Bender up to his 12th pitch here. There it is, and Dexter's will pick it up, double pump, make the throw to Franco for the 2nd out. And it looked like Hobbs's ego went down there. Hack Liner, the dangerous Hack Liner playing third base. Hitting .304 with 12 home runs, 31 RBIs. Oh, a little roller to Gina Torrens will pick it up, make the throw to Franco for the 3rd out. So what? One piece of damage there. Machadonga with a big hit, which equated to a home run. So it's 1-0 wide, though. Delora Franco, Steve Monstour, and Gina Torrens going to face Pierce, who threw 8 pitches in the first inning.
Now batting, the first
Laura
baseman,
Franco, the first baseman's neutral. And fit hitting .345, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. Pierce delivers the first pitch of the 2nd inning. High, ball 1.
Yes.
There's a smash.
Oh.
That's going deep, but it's curling just. Oh, foul. Laura Franco almost tied the game with 1 swing of the bat. That's in there for a called 2nd strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Franco.
oh, inside.
Allen's inside. Now the count is evened up. 2-2. High. The count is full. 3-2. And looks like Pierce lost her and winds up walking Laura Franco on 6 pitches. No, 7 pitches.
Right. That's good. That's a good
Yeah.
pitch. Now Steve Monstour
Good.
hitting just under 300. There goes Franco for second base. Hit and run into deep left field. Oh, she's got to come back. She's all the way around. Wow. What a catch. She's.
Just hung up there long enough for the left fielder to get under it.
Like a beach
Gina
ball.
Torrens, second baseman, steps in. Hitting .393 with 1 home run, 6 RBIs. 2 outs now, bases empty.
Oh, that's up.
Count is 1 ball, 1 strike to Torrens. There's a smash. That'll get up in the middle into center field for a clean single. And Gina Torrens is on first base.
Right.
Torrens, a fast runner and a good base stealer.
Our first hit of the day.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Bertha Banks at 317. Pierce looks over at first. Pitch is high. 19 is 20th pitch inside. Looking for a ball. Oh no, she's caught in the rundown. Uh-oh, and she doesn't know where to go. 3 out. Doggone it.
Gina Torrens picked off at first base. So as we get into the bottom of the second, it's still wide loads 1, Beewolves nothing. Chimo Gaspar, Prince Prize, and Janusz Friedman going to face off against Bender, who threw 13 pitches in that first inning. He gave up 1 hit.
Got to bring that down. Chimo Gaspar is up, and he's got 8 home runs. Like Pete said, that's a lot. 296 batting average, 14 RBIs. Little bounces, step in the right-hand batter's box, pushes that one foul on the first base line. 0-1 the count. That one's high, foul ball on the left side, handing out Souvenir. 0-2, Bender's ahead. Hoping to get out of that tense funk. It's one to Laura Franco, who jumps up and grabs it. Way to save it,
Nice
Laura.
grab. Nice grab, Laura.
Otherwise, that's extra bases. Prince Prize hitting only 111. He's got fair contact. That one's low and inside, strike 1. To Prize, who hit a winning home run off us last season. That one is too. Oh! And what's her name? Gina Torrens goes to dive for it, just misses it. That's a clean signal to right field, and Prize is at first. That brings up Janusz Friedman, who's mostly a power hitter. He's got a quick runner at first base, and they are hoping to get him hitting this double play. First one's in it for a strike. Outfield's going to go deep for Janusz Friedman. Hurley Bender throwing his 20th pitch. Low and outside strike 2, 0-2, but this is where the problems happen. With 2 strikes. Goes to first, cannot get Prize. It's good to get him back on there. The crowd didn't like it, dirtied his uniform. That one's right in there. It's hard hit into right center field. That's going to be off the wall, multiple bases. The runner's going to come from third, and he's going to score easily, and it's 2-0. Wide loads on a hard hit ball into right center field. Now it's Jules Bergman's turn. Another power hitter. Outfield's going deep again. A little roller back to the mound. Bender barehands it, throws it to first for that second out. The runner advances to third. And we still need one more. That brings up Pro Pierce, the pitcher. At 125. Hurley Bender still trying to get out of his tense funk. Throwing his 23rd pitch right now. Inside strike one. Bottom of the second, 2-0. There's 2 strikes, but again, this is where everything falls apart, Pete. Right here, that's 25th pitch. Ooh, outside, he doesn't chase it. 1-2 the count still. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he closes out with a strikeout. Ooh, we needed that.
Yes, sir. But like you said, the Wide Loads pick up 2 more hits in the bottom of the second and 1 more run, making them score 2-0 Wide Loads. Bertha Banks, Magic Moore, and Hurley Bender are going to face against Pro Pierce, who's up to 20 pitches.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Bertha Banks, the third baseman's neutral and fit, hitting .317, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs.
And maybe 5 home runs? Who knows? Floats in there for a strike. Crazy curve on it. That one's in there for a strike. 2 quick strikes. He's got her in the hole. Ooh, outside pitch. Tries to get her chasing. Good patience, Bertha. 1-2 the count. She reaches out, hits a little liner to second base. Friedman picks it up, throws it to first. 1 down.
There's a liner. It's right there. I didn't know if it would get called. Magic Moore, the center fielder, is neutral and fit, hitting .320, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. 1 out with nobody on. Top of the third. First pitch to Moore is high, ball 1. Allen's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Magic Moore. Allen's inside, 3-0 to Magic Moore. Takes that pitch, 3-1. That's in there. Now the count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. That one's ball 4. Magic Moore will take a walk.
Right.
Way to go, Magic. Good at bat.
Yeah, made him throw a lot of pitches, too. Hurley Bender comes
sir.
up now, hitting .333. Magic Moore's got some speed, but after that last inning, he may want to hang back a little. Swing and a miss by Hurley Bender, strike 1. There goes Magic for second. Outside, the throw to second is not in time, and he gets second base. Now he's in scoring position with 1 out. Hurley swings early, hits it hard, but it's down the first baseline, foul. 1-2 count to Hurley Bender. He's hitting .333 on the season. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets K'd himself.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Hanley Dexter's the shortstop's neutral and fit. Known as a tough out and a utility player around the league. He's 0 for 1 today with a runner at second base and 2 outs. Base hit will put a run on the board. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That's a roller to the third baseman. Oh, and the pitcher couldn't pick it up. And Hanley Dexteris has an infield single. So runners at first and third now with 2 outs, and Billy LeBoink steps up.
It's like a rolling bunt. Billy LeBoink is 0 for 1. He got runners at the corners. 2 outs, top of the third. Hard hit in the right center field, but that's going to be caught. Center field rocks over, and Hobbs gets it in that side.
So as we head into the bottom of the third, the Wide Loads with a 2-0 lead. Ellis Locos 0 for 1. Masha Danga 1 for 1 with a home run, and Wade Hobbs 0 for 1. Bender at 26 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 3 hits.
Now batting,
Locos, the right fielder's neutral and fit. He's good connection versus right-handed pitching, but he's 0 for 1 so far today. So Locos, the leadoff hitter for the Wide Loads, takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Now it's fouled off along the third baseline. So no balls, 2 strikes to Locos. Now it's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Locos. Locos playing right field for the Wide Loads today. Oh, a check swing called strike 3, and Locos goes down on strikes. That's number 2, I believe, for Bender. Masha Dongo 1 for 1 with a home run today. She's a dangerous hitter. Base is empty for Donga, though. That's fouled off along the first baseline. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Donga at first base for the Wide Loads. Takes that pitch high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bender delivers outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike to Masha Donga. Swing and a miss. Donga was hoping for something there, but nowhere close. So the count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's in there for called third strike, and now Bender seems to be firing it up. That's number 3. That's the 3rd K of the day for Bender. Wade Hobbs, the tense center fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. got thrown out on a weak ground ball his first time up. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike one. Bender no longer tense. That's in there for called second strike, and now Wade Hobbs finds himself in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Base is empty. That one drifted up a little bit on Bender. Just out of the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a roller to a line drive to Bertha Banks, who reaches out, picks it out of the air for the 3rd out. So we're heading into the top of the 4th. Beewolves, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Wide loads, 2 runs on 3 hits with no errors. Buster Biggs, 0 for 1. Laura Franco with a walk, and Steve Monster 0 for 1. Pierce is pitching. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit, 0 for 1 today. Pierce at 37 pitches in the top of the 4th. Ooh, that one's... Biggs was out in front of that one and fouled it off along the first base line. That one's fouled off again along the first base line. Biggs just getting out in front of it a little bit. That one's popped up. That's into center field, shallow center, and Hobbs is able to chase it down and make the catch for the first out.
Is it possible? I think this is laid up in the air. Laura Franco hitting 345. 1 out in the top of the 4th. That one's right in there for a strike. Crazy movement on that ball. 0 to count to Laura. That one's in there for a strike. 0-2. He's going right at her. Right to her. No fear. It goes right back to Mound. Pierce picks up. Those are the first 3 pitches. 1 out.
Steve Monster, the catcher's tense but fit. He's got power versus right-handed pitching, but he's 0 for 1 today. And now Pierce is locked in the top of the 4th. There's a roller, and Pierce dives for it, makes the grab, and throws it to Donga for the 3rd out. 1-2-3 in the top of the 4th for the Beewolves. As we head into the bottom of the 4th, Hackliner, Chimo Gaspar, Prince Prize, facing off the Ben's Benderstone. Side loads 2, Beewolves nothing. Hackliner 0 for 1 today.
Jeez. Well, Hackliner's on fire, so the outfield's got to go deep. Number 50 lined up his 40th pitch. It's popped up in the center field. Magic Moore has got to come up for it. He's waving him off. That's still in the air, and he grabs it. The first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's good pace, Pete.
Yes, sir.
Bringing up Chimo Gaspar, the shortstop for the wide loads. 0 for 1. 294. Another power hitter. Crowd getting into it here. Bender fires his 51st pitch. It's a strike. Bender looking a lot better now. 4 innings in. Now outside corner strike 2. Let's see if he can get out of that 2-strike funk. A little roller on a breaking pitch to Torrance, bare hands, and throws it over to first. 2 outs. 4 pitches, 2 outs. Still a good pace. Now Prince Prize, 1 for 1 with a single. Not normally someone you'd expect to get up every time, but he's, like I say, he's 1 for 1. Breaking pitch misses inside near the elbows. Ball 1, 1 on the count to Prize. Pitch 45 from Bender, high and outside, strike 1. We're even up at 1 apiece. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. That one's in the inside corner, no swing. Still, Prize is yet to swing. 1 and 2 the count to Prize. Bender hoping to put him away and end this side. Breaking pitch over the head of Bertha Banks to Buster Biggs. He's 2 for 2 today. Prince Prize having a game day. And that brings up Jonas Friedman, who was 1 for 1. He got that double RBI last time, so he's dangerous. He's a good power hitter as well, a fast runner at first base. Hurley Bender's got to put him away to really get things going here. Ooh! Just under the elbows, backs him off the plate. 1 to the count. That one's low and away. It's in shallow left field. Hanley Dexteris is going back, waving him off, and he's going to catch that for the 3rd out.
All right, so here we go. Back and forth is eating goose eggs. Heading into the top of the 5th, it's wide loads 2, Beewolves nothing. Gina Torrance 1 for 1, Bertha Banks 0 for 1, Magic Moore with a walk. Pierce at 44 pitches with a strikeout, 2 walks, and giving up 2 hits. Wide load still holding the Beewolves off the score sheet, Tommy. Gina Torrance 1 for 1 with a single.
The Beewolves got to get this offense going. They got to get another hit. That one's high, but it's a strike. 0-1 the count to Gina Torrance. Pitch 46 from Pierce. It's a breaker. She hits a liner down to 3rd base. Liner picks it up and throws her out at first.
The 3rd base.
Okay. Bertha Banks, the 3rd baseman, neutral and fit. 0 for 1 today. Hitting .312 with 4 home runs. Bertha Banks spent some time on the IR recently for a pulled hammy. The first pitch from Pierce is outside, ball 1. Allen's inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a smash. It's deep. It's in the air, and it's in left field, and Bergman's able to track it down again. Just everything hanging up there like a beach ball for the Beewolves.
Yeah, the breeze is carrying it for them. That brings up Magic more. He pops one up, and there's three pop up. Wow. Wow, it has been a long time since the Beewolves put together some offense.
This is ridiculous, man. This is going to be 2 shutouts in a row. Jules Bergman, Pro Pierce, and Ellis Locos all 0 for the day. Wide loads 2, Beewolves nothing. Bender's at 49 pitches with 3 strikeouts, giving up 4 hits. Again, he's pitching a pretty good game. It's only 2 runs, and yet it might as well be 20.
Right.
Beewolves just can't seem to get anything going. Swing and a miss by Bergman on the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. There's a roller to Bender, who will pick it up, make the throw to Franco for the first out. 1 down. And Pro Pierce, the starting pitcher, who's locked in and fit right now. He's 0 for 1 today, hitting 111 though on the season. He does have 2 RBIs. Swing and a miss from Pierce. Again, Bender with the sneeze. So I don't know what's going on there, Tommy, but let's hope that's not going to come into play. And Buster Biggs is able to range over from his left field position and make a play on that pop-up by pitcher Pierce. 2 outs. Ellis Locos, the leadoff man, steps in. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching, but he's 0 for 2 today. That's in it for called strike. Strike 1. Bender at 54 pitches, going to make us 55th here. Allen's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs to Ellis Locos in the bottom of the 5th. Allen's down, ball 2. 2-1. That's in it for called second strike, and the count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Ellis Locos with the bases empty. There's a smash. Oh, come on, Bertha. Come on, Bertha. Just out of reach for Bertha Banks at third base, and so it rolled into left field. Biggs was able to get a hold of it and hold him to a single, but still, come on, Bertha. That's a playable ball there. So 2 outs with Ellis Locos at first. First pitch to Masha Donga, the dangerous Masha Donga, was in there for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Throw over to first, and Locos is able to get back. So fans don't like it, don't appreciate the pickoff move. Yeah. There's a roller that'll go to Gina Torrance. She'll pick it up, make the throw to first for the 3rd out. So Locos' single goes for naught, but it's Beewolves, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Wide loads, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Hurley Bender 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hanley Dexter 1 for 2, and Billy LeBlanc 0 for 2. Pierce at 50 pitches with a strikeout, 2 walks, and 2 hits. But the wide loads holding on to that 2-0 lead. Bender, the starting pitcher, 0 for 1 today. First pitch is in there for called strike, and Pierce is locked in and pitching that way. Bender gets under that one and lifts it into left field, and the left fielder is there. Bergman makes the catch for the first out, so 1 down, and Dexter steps in.
There's 1 for 2 with a single, one of our only 2 runs up to this point at the top of the 6th. That one's right in there for a strike. 0-1 the count to Dexter. That one's away and outside. Good patience, Hanley. 1 apiece. Hanley's a tough out. Way inside, ball 2. 2-1. Hanley's showing good patience. It's a hard one right past the mound in center field. Hanley's going to go 2 for 3. He seems to be the only one getting on the base.
So far, yeah. So runner at first base. Billy LeBlanc, the right fielder's neutral and fit. Favors the high pitch. He's 0 for 2 today, which is, again, he was so hot to start the season, and now he seems to cool off. There's a ground ball to Gaspar over to first for double play, and that's the end of the top of the 6th. And again, Beewolves pick up another hit, but no runs. Wade Hobbs 0 for 2. Heck Liner 0 for 2. Chimo Gaspar 0 for 2. Bender at 5 hits. ZRA's at 4.72, and yet just no run support against Tommy. Wade Hobbs is tense but fit. 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, it's just, man, they so long without a run. It's just crazy. Breaking pitch misses outside by Bender. 1-0 the count to Wade Hobbs, power hitter. Inside corner strike 1. We're even at 1 apiece now. The safety is off for Hobbs. Number 13, stay on the left-hand batter's box. Bouncing the knees. Swinging and missing. A nice curveball by Bender. 1-2, and Bender's ahead of him in the count. Inside curve strike 3. That's another strikeout by Bender, who's trying to get the engine fired up here. He's doing his job today, Pete.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if the wide loads can make a 2-run game stand up, that's on the offense. That's not the pitching.
First pitch is outside to Hack Liner, who's 0 for 2 on the day. 1-0 the count, but Liner's still locked in, so you never know. Check swing strike 1. We are even at 1 apiece. Crowd didn't like it, but I thought it was a great pitch. Hurley Bender's 68th pitch just misses outside. Liner did not chase. Liner knows an RBI man. Check swing 3-1, just missed. Now it's a hitter's pitch to Hack Liner. Bender thinking it over. Gets a signal from Monster. Winds up, throws a breaking pitch. Foul ball on the first base line. We got a full count. Hurley Bender's going to throw a 71st pitch. See where it comes. Breaking pitch right in there. What movement. And Liner goes down without swinging. Another K. That brings up Chimo Gaspar. 0 for 2. 291. 8 long wells. The crowd getting into it, hoping he's going to take one out of here. Bender throws low and inside. Just misses. Ball 1-1 the count to Gaspar. That one misses high and up. And it's 2-0. Ump wants him to pitch to him. That one misses inside, and it's 3-0 to Gaspar. Hits a little roller to Torrance. Swings on that 3-0. Torrance just floats it over to first for that third out.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say about Hurley Bender? He's 4 goose eggs in a row. We're going into the top of the 7th. Wide loads with that 2-0 lead. Buster Biggs 0 for 2. Laura Franco 0 for 1 to walk, and Steve Munster 0 for 2. Pierce at 57 pitches with a strikeout, 2 walks, and 3 giving up 3 hits. Buster Biggs, the left fielder's neutral and fit, but he's 0 for 2 today, hitting .314. Boy, I'll tell you something. These Beewolves have got to stop coasting on their earlier achievements.
That first one misses. Buster Biggs has got to solve this problem. Hits a liner straight to Friedman. Easy out.
Dag nabbit. And Pierce's pitch economy is way up. Laura Franco at first base 0 for 1 with a walk. He's only at 59 pitches in the 7th inning. He should be somewhere closer to 70.
Goodness.
First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike 1. That one's low. 1 ball, 1 strike with a 1 out. Base is empty for Franco. That one's outside ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That's in there. Evens the count 2-2. That one's low. Count has gone full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled straight back. Way to go, Franco. Make him throw. There's a smash. That's going to get into left field for a clean single. Bergman picks it up and makes the throw to second. Let's see if we can get her past second base this time.
All right, yes. Just don't hit into a double play, Steve. He's 0 for 2 on the day. He's got power against right-handers, but he's a little bit tense. That's his shot, but it's right
double
to
play.
Friedman for
right
the double play.
Into a freaking double play.
Even though we told him not to.
All right, so we're going into the bottom of the 7th. Still 2-0. Prince Prize 2 for 2. Janusz Friedman 1 for 2 with a double, and Jules Bergman 0 for 2. Bender's at 75 pitches with 5 strikeouts and giving up 5 hits. He's got a strikeout for every hit he give up. Prince Prize, the catcher's neutral and fit, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Beewolves have not been able to keep Prize off the base paths. First pitch is in there. Ball 1. There's a roller. Oh. It bounces off Laura Franco, but Torrance is there backing her up. She picks it up, makes the throw to Bender, who is covering first for the out. Janusz Friedman 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Friedman playing second base. Takes the first pitch for a ball. Ball 1. There's a roller to Bender, who will pick it up. Make the throw to Franco for the second out. 2 down. And Jules Bergman, the left fielder, steps in neutral and fit. 0 for 2 today, but he's hitting .292 on the season with 3 RBIs. First pitch is fouled off along the first baseline into the dugout. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. There's a shot. That's going to get into, and just past the diving Gina Torrens for a clean single. So runner at first base with 2 outs now. And Pro Pierce, the starting pitcher, who's on fire currently and fit, he's 0 for 2 today, though. I don't think they're going to pull him with the 2-0 lead, and he's on fire. They're going to let him go ahead and swing away. So he takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. Takes the second pitch for a called second strike, and now Pierce is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Runner at first base. There's a roller, and Dexteris is going to get there, pick it up, make the long throw, and just get Pierce at first base, who's a lot speedier than he looked. So as we head into the top of the 8th, Beewolves running out of time. Beewolves, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. Wide loads, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Gina Torrance, 1 for 2. Bertha Beck's 0 for 2, and Magic Moore 0 for 1 with a walk. Pierce at 67 pitches.
The second baseman.
Gina Torrance, the second baseman's neutral and fit. 1 for 2 with a single today. She's hitting .396 on the season. Come on, Gina, let's get something going here. First pitch is fouled off, out of play along the third baseline.
No, that's high.
Second pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No.
That one's outside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That's in there for called second strike. That's going to drop in the gap between left and center field. And Gina Torrance is on her horse. She's pulling into second. Takes a look at third, but decides to hold up at second. So we got a runner at second base with no outs.
All right, Gina.
Bertha Banks.
Bertha Banks 0 for 2. The pressure up. No outs, like Pete said. And this is the best chance to... Oh, and Bertha Banks, it's a hard one. Deep to center field. It's back, and it's out of here, Pete. Yes! The Bronx Bomber, Bertha Banks, takes one out in her home city. Goes 442. It's her 5th home run and 13th RBI of the season. And just like that, this game is tied, finally.
Yes, sir. Come on, Magic. Nobody out. Neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. He's hitting .316 with 6 home runs. So...
Ooh.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike with no outs. Base is empty for Moore. That's fouled off into the dugout along the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes now to Moore.
Oh.
Called third strike. Moore goes down on strikes.
Now batting, the pitcher, Hurley Bender.
Bender comes up. The pressure's way up. 0 for 2. There's just 1 out. Hurley's still got a little gas in the tank, so they're going to have him throw in the... oh, there's the roller into center field. And Hurley gets a little offense going. Hobbs stops it in center field. He's on first. Way to go. And all of a sudden the Beewolves putting stuff together, Pete.
Did you just call them the B-loads?
The B-loads.
Hanley Dexteris 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Hanley Dexteris standing at first base with 1 out.
No.
There's a rope that's going to
Another
Friedman
double.
over it.
Oh, he's safe.
But
He
he
runs it up.
outruns
Now
Yeah.
batting, the right fielder,
Billy LeBoy. The boinker.
The Boinker is good. 2 outs. They go to first. Oh, and Dexter just gets back. 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Tie ball game. That one's right in there. It's past the mound into center field. And LeBoink hits another single. And Pete, the Beewolves aren't going down this, and they're really making a pitch. Maybe they can get him out of here.
now batting.
Yes,
the
sir.
right fielder,
Runners at first and second now with 2 outs. Buster Biggs, the left fielder, was 0 for 3 today. Pro Pierce is neutral now. Come down off his being on fire. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Now it's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Buster Biggs looking down at Pierce. That's inside, way inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. There's a smash to Gaspar, who'll pick it up, make the throw to first for the 3rd out. So the Beewolves put 2 on the board in the top of the 8th, tying the score 2-2. As we go into the bottom of the 8th, Ellis Locos 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Masha Dunga 1 for 3 with a home run and a strikeout. Wade Hobbs 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Bender's at 84 pitches. This day may end soon here, Tommy.
It may. Ellis Locos is up 1 for 3. He's got contact against right-handed pitchers. And the pressure is way up. Bender throws his 85th pitch. Check swing. Strike 1 to Locos. First season in the league. That breaking pitch makes it in there for a strike. We're tied at 1 apiece. And Ellis Locos got 7 RBIs on the season. Bender having a great day today so far. Too early on. There's another breaking pitch in there for a strike 1 and 2. He hasn't given up a run since the first inning. Oh no, the second? That's a hard one to Hanley Dexteris, who reaches up and grabs that line drive
Thank you, Hanley.
for that first out. Masha Donga comes up. She's 1 for 3, but that one was a home run, which put them on the board early. The pressure's still way up here for Hurley Bender closing in on 90 pitches. That one misses up near the hands, ball 1. Hanley is now locked in. Pitch 90. Low and away, a roller to Laura Franco, who's going to toss it to Hurley for that second out. That just leaves Wade Hobbs. 0 for 3.
Dangerous Wade Hobbs.
Dangerous Wade is a little tense, though. And Handley's a little locked in. Crowd on their feet, trying to get their wide loads to get out ahead of this. First pitch is in there for a strike. 2-finger fastball. 0-1 the count to Hobbs. Breaking pitch just misses the bottom half of the strike zone. And we are at 1 apiece. High and inside, that is strike 2, 1-2. 1 more to go, Hurley. 1 more to go. Breaking pitch to Gina Torrance. Oh, that gets past her. Doggone it. That gets past her. She didn't think she had a dive, but that's going to be a single by Hobbs. It gets into Dexter's. And that brings in Hack Liner. The pressure way up. 0 for 3. Known as an RBI man. The outfield's going to go deep. And Bender going to throw his 95th pitch, hoping to get out of this. They just need 1 more. Ooh, that's up near his hands. 1-0 the count. He follows that low and away. It's going to Gina Torrance, who's going to pick that up, throw it over to first, and get that third out. Way to close it out, Handley.
All right, as we head into the 9th inning, the Beewolves have 2 runs on 8 hits. Wide Loads 2 runs on 7 hits. Laura Franco 1 for 2 with a walk. Steve Monstour 0 for 3, and Gina Torrance 2 for 3 with a double. Pierce had 83 pitches with 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and giving up 8 hits. Franco 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. He's hitting 349. Oh, there goes Pierce. Oh, no, that's who I didn't want to see. Throw Pierce, the starting pitcher, is going to take a seat. And in comes the A-ranked Bale Bozer, the relief pitcher. Bozer with a 2.83 ERA, 1.05 whip. He's got 31 Ks on the season, Tom. He's locked in and fit. He's got a little bit less than average velocity. He's got excellent junk and excellent accuracy. He's not fully rested, so that may be something that Beewolves can take advantage of. He's known as a specialist. He has a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a screwball, and a changeup. Don't see many screwball throwers out there, Tommy.
No. Here we are on top of the 9th. Hopefully, Laura Franco gets a home run and puts us out in front. That one misses inside, ball 1. Second one's there. It's the liner. It's a roller over to Friedman at second, who picks it up, throws it to first, and just barely gets her.
Franco, you knew you were supposed to take more pitches than that. Steve Monstour, the catcher's tense but fit. Got power versus right-handed pitching. That doesn't come into play here because Bozer's a left-hander. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Allen's high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Allen's outside, ball 3. 3-0 to Steve Monstour. Monstour's happy to take that one, 3-1. That's popped up high into the air. It's drifting back, but it doesn't look like it's going to have the legs. And nope, Bergman picks it up just at the start of the warning track. So 2 down and Gina Torrance.
It's close. Gina Torrance is 2 for 3, hitting .402. That one's right in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Pressure way up. She hits a little roller to first base. That goes to Dongo, who's going to pick up runner down herself. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. Yes,
sir. So we're heading to the bottom of the 9th. Still tied 2-2. Chimo Gaspar 0 for 3. Prince Price 2 for 3. And Janusz Friedman 1 for 3 with a double. Bender's at 96 pitches with 5 strikeouts, giving up 7 hits. ZRA's dropped to 444. Gaspar's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 3 today, though. Bender's velocity looks like it's starting to wane a bit, but it looks like Bender's going to take a seat, and in comes Benson Rushmore. Relief pitcher Benson Rushmore with a 4.74 ERA, a 1.16 whip, and 17 Ks on the season. He's neutral and fit. He's got average velocity, a little less than average junk. His accuracy suffers at times, but he's fully rested. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and a curveball. So Benson Rushmore versus Chimo Gaspar. First pitch is inside, ball 1. That's in there for a called strike. Count is evened up. 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs. Rushmore delivers. Oh, inside, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now to Chimo Gaspar. That's in there. So it's cat and mouse. Count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Chimo Gaspar goes down on strikes. And Rushmore tallies his first K of the day. So 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Base is empty, and Prince Price steps up. Oh, Price.
Why would you do that? He's having the game of his life.
He is. He's. I think he's. We were saying he's 2 for 3.
Huh?
But they're going to pull Prince Prize in favor of Darcy Hicks. Darcy Hicks, the pinch hitter, has got a 230 batting average. She's got 3 home runs, 5 RBIs. He's also tense, which is questionable. But he's fit. He's got better than average power, very good contact, and less than average speed. In all 3 categories, he's underperforming by virtue of him being tense. So this will be interesting. He is a B+, though, and Prince Prize is a C+. So they're going with the ailing Darcy Hicks over Prince Prize, who's been having a heck of a day. Hicks takes the first pitch for a called strike, strike 1. That's in there for a called second strike, and very quickly, Hicks is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. The bases are empty in the bottom of the 9th. Rushmore delivers a little outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Darcy Hicks. Allen's low, ball 2, and now the count is evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. That's in there for a called third strike, and Darcy Hicks never got the bat off his shoulder. They sat Prince Prize for a guy who never even took a swing. Janusz Friedman, the second baseman, steps in. I can't even understand that move.
I know.
First pitch to Friedman is in there for a called strike, strike 1. 2 outs now with the bases empty. That's in there for called second strike. And Rushmore going right at these hitters, Tom. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Allen dropped a little bit lower than Rushmore had intended. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Janusz Friedman. Swing and a miss, and Friedman goes down on strikes.
Wow.
Way to go, Benson Rushmore. Extra innings. We're going into extra innings. Beewolves 2 runs on 8 hits with no errors. Whiteloads 2 runs on 7 hits with no errors. Bertha Banks 1 for 3 with a home run. Magic Moore 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And Benson Rushmore's first at bat. Bale Bozer still in there pitching. Bertha Banks neutral and fit. 1 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Okay, so they're going to sit Darcy Hicks after a disastrous appearance at the plate. Just disastrous right there. They're going to bring in Harmony Strauss since she actually plays the position. Harmony Strauss has no errors this season. She's hitting .275 with 3 home runs. She's neutral but strained, which means if we can get some people on base, they could probably run all over her. Mm-hmm. She has absolutely no speed as a result of the strain. She's got no speed. She's a less than average fielding, and she's got a really good arm, but it's underperforming by virtue of the strain. And she favors the outside pitch. So now in a catcher, Strauss. First pitch from Bozer's in there for a called strike, strike 1. That's popped up into center field. The center fielder's calling for it. Hobbs makes the catch for the first out, 1 out. The key is going to be to get this Bozer guy to throw some more pitches, Tommy.
Yeah. Magic Moore's coming.
He goes right at the batters, though, which makes it hard.
He does. Magic Moore's 0 for 2, but he hits it hard deep to center field. It's going back there, and it's going to be caught. Just floating there. Hobbs gets it, 2 outs.
Yeah, you got to make him throw pitches, and yet he puts that first one down the middle every time. Benson Rushmore, first at bat, hitting .500 on the season. 2 outs. And Benson Rushmore is going to take a seat for Freddie Knox. Freddie Knox, the pinch hitter, is hitting .327 with 1 home run, 7 RBIs. He's neutral and fit. He does not have a lot of power, but he's got excellent contact and excellent speed. So Freddie Knox coming in with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch is in there for called strike, strike 1.
No.
There's a roller to Friedman, and Knox is out. 3 outs. And now we got to change pitchers. We're going, okay, we're going to go with Dusty Winder.
All right. Dusty Winder comes in. He's got a 5.68 ERA, 1.37 whip, and 14 Ks. And he throws a 4-finger curveball and a changeup. It's like playoff baseball here, Peter. It's a team we should be beating soundly.
Yes. So as we head into the bottom of the 10th, Jules Bergman 1 for 3. Bale Bozer's first at bat, and Ellis Locos 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Winder with a 5.68 ERA. This might be a way to get Bozer out of the game, though.
Yeah. Jules Bergman 1 for 3 with a single. Dusty Winder, it would have been. Rushmore was doing great. He would have kept in if they thought they couldn't get that offense. They needed to pull him to get that runner they didn't get. So first one's out there by Winder, looking good so far. 0-1 the count. That one's in there 0-2. And quickly Bergman's in the hole. And Winder going right at him, hoping to get him in 3. It's a hard hit.
Nope.
Oh, that's going to be multiple bases. That's in this left center field. Magic Moore goes back, throws it to second base. He's going to be there for a stand-up double. It's a lead-off double. Oh, man, with no outs. The pressure is through the roof now. The on-fire Bill Bozer is a specialist, and they're going to sit him. And they're going to bring in the new guy, Pete. Whopper Batsman's first game in a wide loads jersey. Just got done playing for Seattle. Whopper he's a power hitter. What can I tell you? And Winder's going to have to try and get around him here. Throwing his 4th pitch. And then for a strike, 0-1 the count. Bottom of the 10th inning, tie ball game. Runner at second base. Breaking pitch high, 1-0 the count.
Oop.
That one gets away low, 2-1 to Whopper Batsman, who's hoping to make a name for himself here in New York. That one's a rising fastball, strike 2, 2-2. But this is where the problems usually happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen here. Everyone's leaning forward. 8th pitch coming right now. Breaking pitch, check swing, just misses. 3-2, got a full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Dusty Winder gets one of his own, dropping the batsman. Not happy with his first at-bat. That brings in the right fielder, Ellis Locos, who's 1 for 4. He's got contact against right-handers with 1 out. That one's in there for a strike by Winder. 0-1 the count. Winder looking confident on the mound. He's got a runner at second base. That breaking pitch misses. Ball 1, 1-1. That one's in the inside corner, strike 2. I don't think Locos has swung the bat yet today. There he swings, hard one to Bertha Banks, caught it. Oh, and she goes over to first, even though the runner's at second. Line drive almost got past her, Pete, for extra bases. That would have been the game.
Yes. Way to go, Bertha Banks, because my heart was in my throat right there.
Nash Donga 1 for 4. Breaking pitch makes it outside, no swing. 0-1 the count to Donga. Winder's hoping to get out of this. If he got swing and a miss, strike 2. He needs 1 more to close out the 10th inning. Oh, that one just misses low. Check swing, 1-2 the count. 2 outs, bottom of the 10th. Fouled that one off in her own dugout. 1-2 the crowd. The fans hoping for that winning hit. Oh, there's a liner past the mound, and that's going to be the game. Doggone it. Magic Moore's going home, but it's not going to make it. And the Beewolves lose. The wide loads take it in 10. Get that last minute Donga single up the middle past the mound. It passes the mound and what's his name? Hanley upstairs, and they get the run in, and that's the game. And they drop another one, but at least it's not a shutout. The Beewolves end up getting 8 runs. It's actually a very close game.
No, 8 hits.
8 hits.
They only got 2 runs.
3-2. Not a bad loss overall. Just coming off all these other losses, it's a little hard to take. Took them a while to get those bats going too.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, in the course of things, it wouldn't be a bad loss. But when you're looking at, where are we now? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 1-6 since the half. That losing 3-2 sucks.
Yeah.
Battled back, like you said, Tommy. We did get 8 hits, but we only mustered 2 runs, and both of those came off of one hit, basically. So there's 7 other hits that really don't account for much. Yeah.
Well, Hanley Dexteris goes 2 for 4, doesn't have a bad day. Billy LeBlanc 1 for 4, not his best. Buster Biggs just can't seem to figure things out. Although he's hitting 308, but he goes 0 for 4 in the day. Franco goes 1 for 3, and that one was a nice home. No, it wasn't a home. Yes, no, it wasn't. But anyway, and she got walk one. Steve Monstour 0 for 4. He's having a hard time. He's got to figure things out. Gina Torrance goes 2 for 4 gets a run herself. Bertha Banks was the one who's 1 for 4. Hit that home run, 2 RBIs, a 2-run dinger, tied up the game. Magic Moore 0 for 3. Yeah.
Hurley Bender 1 for 3. So
yeah.
It was kind of exciting over there. Locos 1 for 5. Donga 2 for 5. Fries 2 for 3. And Bergman 2 for 4. And that's your offensive powerhouse, the power in the wide loads lineup.
Yeah.
Donga hit the 1 home run that the wide loads had. That was in the first inning. Put them out front with 1-0 lead. Outside of that, they didn't leave the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played small ball, and they played it better than we did. So,
Yeah. Well, pitching, Hurley Bender comes out those 8 innings, gives up only 7 hits, 2 earned runs, gets 5 Ks of his own, gives up 1 home run. Had a good day for Hurley. His ERA is at a 4.44 now. He's still 2.30 on the season. Benson Rushmore comes into us just 1 inning, gets 3 Ks. Benson was doing great. The only reason they pulled him out is because they needed offense, which they didn't get. His ERA is at 4.5, and he's 0-1-1. Dusty Winder, unfortunately, comes in, gets the loss. He throws 2/3 of an inning, gives up 2 hits, the winning one at the end, 1 earned run, gets 1 strikeout of his own. His ERA is now at 5.95. He's 1-1-0 on the season.
Yep, and for the wide loads, Pro Pierce went 8 innings himself. He pitched, gave up 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks. He had 2 strikeouts, gave up a home run. His ERA is at 5.0, and he's got an 0-2 record. Bale Bozer, who's he's somebody, he's a tough player to hit against. He tallies the win. He pitched 2 innings. He gave up nothing. Gave up no hits, no earned runs, didn't walk anybody, didn't strike anybody out, but he didn't give up a home run. His ERA is at a 2.64, and his record improves to 2-3 on the season. And then your 3 stars of the day: first star, superstar, starting pitcher Hurley Bender. He went 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, just as my partner told you earlier.
Yeah. Well, the A- ranked shortstop for the Wild, those Monster Dogga, number 25, is the one who got things started in the bottom of the first. She goes 2 for 5 with that home run in the first inning, 2 RBIs, and scores a run herself.
Yeah, so she hit the final single up the middle, which scored the winning run?
That's true.
So Donga accounts for 2 of the 3 runs. The third star of the game is Bertha Banks. She went 1 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBIs, and scored a run herself. She hit that game-tying home run in the top of the 8th, just when we thought everything would turn around, and unfortunately, didn't go very far. Tommy G had 4 hits, 1 great catch, 1 stolen base, 5 strikeouts for a contribution of 56%. Pete J with 4 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and 4 strikeouts for a contribution of 44%.
Well, escape from New York.
Yeah, we got to stop escaping from places.
I know. Yeah, this
road. We have to start winning at some point.
My goodness, we got to go to the motor yard for this next game to face the Heaters. So, let's see. Oh man. Yeah, let's see. I wonder, should we give the scores from these other games?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right. So why don't we tell you, we got 11 other games that happen after ours before our next one, so we'll be able to tell you where we're at in the standings. Starts off with the Oakland Outlaws visiting the Sandcats in Phoenix. Back in Phoenix, Pete, tell us about that.
Surely the Outlaws travel to Phoenix, take on the Sandcats. Sandcats jump out to an early lead, hold on to win 6-3.
Nice. The Sirloins go visit the Jacks, and the Jacks do us a favor, win at 3-2.
Burners and the Platypi. Burners out to an early lead, but the Platypi fight back, and ultimately it's the Burners 8-7.
Warblers visit the Herbivores. Oh, and the Herbivores win another one, 6-1.
The Sawteeth and the Hot Corners. Sawteeth jump out to an early lead. Hot Corners make it a game, but it's Sawteeth 7-6.
Blowfish come to town to visit the Sandcats. Blowfish 3-0.
Grapplers and the Crocodons. Crocodons take it 5-3.
Oh, let's go out to Philadelphia to play the Freedom. And the Freedom come back and beat them 10-6.
The Nemesis and the Warblers. It's the Nemesis 4-1 over the Warblers.
Water Bullets at the Gold Coats. It's close, and the Gold Coats help us 5-2.
The Overdogs taking on the Wild Pigs. It's a back and forth battle. The Wild Pigs take it 5-3 and 10.
Wow. So over in the Pioneer Conference, Pete, what's it look like?
Pioneer Conference, Pathfinder Division. The Crocodons and the Blowfish still knotted up in the number 1 position with records of 19-10, and 4 games behind them is a battle for second place. The Philadelphia Freedom and the Detroit Moose at records of 15-14.
In the Uncharted Division, you got the New York Wild Pigs, who are standalone the best record. They're 20-10. Twice as many wins as losses with a plus 52 run differential. They have a 2.5 game lead against the San Diego Platypi, who are 17-2.
Down in the Journey Division, the Grapplers and the Sandcats are locked up in first place, both playing .500 baseball. They're sitting in first place with records of 15 and 15. The second place team, the Freebooters, Fort Lauderdale Freebooters, with a record of 8 and 21, are 6.5 games back. And they have a negative 93 run differential, which I think is the worst in the league.
The worst ever.
And the Arctic's right behind them with a minus 72 run differential. I have the second worst run differential in the league.
Yeah, boy. Our conference, the Explorer Conference Seafair Division, the Detroit Heaters, the team we're playing next, and the Houston Jacks are tied. Both still losing records. At 14 and 15, they both have a one-game lead against the Philadelphia Frontrunners, who are 13 and 16.
In our very own trade division, Sirloins are sitting in first place with a record of 18 and 11. They hold a half-game lead over the Water Bullets, who have a record of 18 and 12. Just behind them is a two-way tie for third place. The Herbivores moving into a two-way tie with the Beewolves, although they hold the advantage. The Herbivores and Beewolves with records of 16 and 13 are both 2 games out of first place. Herbivores with a plus 32 run differential, and the Beewolves with a plus 9.
That's pretty good by the Herbivores. They really turned things around. The San Diego Moonstars lead the Curiosity Division in first place with 19 and 10, the second best record in all of the league, tied with the Crocodiles and Blowfish. They have a 5.5 game lead over the Sawteeth, who are 14 and 16.
And that's the league, folks.
Yeah, so we're gonna. I mean, the Heaters up at the top. I mean, they're 14 and 15. We should beat them, but Beavis Ortiz isn't even 100% yet.
I don't know if we really should beat anybody.
Yeah, right.
Because if you go back and you count up, how many runs we've scored since the 23rd game against the Frontrunners. We're still getting the benefit of some really good numbers that we racked up in the first half.
Yeah,
they're slowly coming down, but like I said, I mean, if the Heaters are surging right now, we're definitely just hanging on, just barely making it.
Yeah, since game 23, I think you were saying we got 10 runs in 6 games, 10 runs in 6 games. So,
or 7? Is it 7? Because it would be 7. The wide loads would be the 7th game since. The Frontrunners, Moose, Herbivores twice, Burners, Sirloins, and then the wide loads today.
And the Heaters just came off a 10-1 game against the Sawteeth.
Yeah.
So
and the Sawteeth, I mean, they're not great, but they're second place team. They're not bad.
Yeah. And like I said before, we can see the end of the regular season down the line there. And there's some difficult games. I mean, we got the Heaters, and then we got to go to San Diego to play the Moonstars. Or no, we come home to play the Moonstars, and then we're back on the road again. It's not going to be easy.
I was going to say, we've played 7 games. Technically, it would be the 23rd game against the Frontrunners.
Yeah.
We scored 4. Against the Moose, we scored 2. That's 6. We got shut out against the Herbivores 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
We then scored 6 runs against the Burners. So that's 12. Shut out by the Sirloins, and then we scored 2 against the Wide Loads. We've scored 14 runs in 7 games. That's 2 runs a game. Yeah. We're averaging 2 runs a game. Now, if we count up how many runs we've given up, Frontrunners 5, Moose 5, that's 10. Herbivores 11, that's 21. Herbivores 3, that's 24. Burners 1, 25, right? Sirloins would be 4, that's 29. Wide Loads would be 32. We've given up 32 runs while scoring 14.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was just looking at the season standings. If you go to the wild card race, it's us and the Herbivores. We're both. I mean, actually, the Water Bullets. It's the Water Bullets, but we're a game and a half behind the Water Bullets for the wild card. Yeah. But we're tied with the Herbivores, who have a better run differential. So we're actually third in line. We gotta start winning.
Yeah, we got to turn around, and again, we're losing with this. We're going to lose this quarter here.
Yeah.
We're 1-6 so far. 2, 4. So 1-6. We got 4 games left. So even if we sweep, we wind up 5-6 on this quarter of the season.
Yeah.
But that's better than what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, before we close out, there's a couple things around the league here. It looks like Randy Mann got signed onto the Moose, replacing Fred Bobbitt. Oh, Fred Bobbitt was there for the championship. The Fred Bobbitt, 37-year-old second base shortstop, had power against right-handers. Known mostly for his contact. He's a B-, 86 contact. Really, really good, solid hitter. He was making $5.7 million a year, so he may end up somewhere before the playoffs. Randy Mann comes in. He's a C+ ranked 37-year-old, also 37 second base shortstop. He's got a 70 power, which is known mostly. We're in a 65 contact, so brings a little bit more power, and he's faster as well, and he's got a better arm. So he's also a savings. He's making $2.8 million a year.
Yep, and Gabby Gans lowered her asking price. She was at $3.3 million. She's lowered it now to 2.9. She's a C+ rated right fielder catcher. She's also 33 years old though. So
yeah. All right. Well,
so another disappointing outing by the Beewolves.
Yep. Yeah. I hope you like watching them lose because you're getting Phil.
Yes.
You're laughing.
Double helping.
Yeah.
Double helping here.
All right, well, until the next one, we will see you in Detroit and hopefully turn things around against the Heaters. And until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is Pete J. And we're saying, get out of here.